What it means: setting the ground rules before anyone writes a single line of code. The DBA defines the corporate standards, security policies, naming conventions, and procedural enforcement mechanisms. Example: ADBA writes a policy document stating, all customer table names must start with TBL_CUST_. Passwords must be encrypted using SHA-256, and backups will automatically run every night at 2 a.m. 2. Database, requirements gathering and conceptual design. What it means: working with business analysts and users to figure out what data needs to be stored and how different data entities relate to one another at a high non-technical level. Example: if building a hospital system, the DBA helps map out the high-level concept. A patient can have multiple appointments, and each appointment must be assigned to one doctor. 3. Database, logical and transaction design. What it means: translating those high-level concepts into actual database structures like tables, columns, and relationships, and figuring out how data will flow through transactions without conflicting. Example: the DBA normalizes the tables to eliminate data redundancy and designs the logical flow for an e-commerce checkout transaction so that inventory decreases only if the credit card payment goes through successfully. 4. Database, physical design and implementation. What it means: deciding where and how the data will physically sit on the hardware. This involves choosing the storage media, indexing strategies for speed, and creating the actual database using SQL. Example: the DBA decides to put heavily accessed data tables on ultra-fast NVMe SSDs and older archive data on cheaper hard drives. They also write the create table and create index scripts to build the system. 5. Database testing and debugging. What it means: checking the database for performance bottlenecks, security loopholes, and errors before it goes live to real users. Example: the DBA runs load testing software to simulate 10,000 simultaneous users buying concert tickets to ensure the database doesn't crash under pressure, and fixes any slow-running queries they find. 6. Database operations and maintenance. What it means: the day-to-day survival of the database. This includes installing software updates, migrating data from old legacy systems, conversion/migration, and ensuring high availability. Example: moving a company's entire legacy on-premise customer database onto a modern cloud platform like AWS, RDS, or Microsoft Azure over a weekend with minimal downtime. 7. Database training and support. What it means: helping developers write better queries and helping end users understand how to interact with the data safely. Example: the DBA conducts a workshop for the software engineering team to teach them how to write optimized join statements so their apps run faster. 8. Data quality monitoring and management. What it means: ensuring the data inside the system remains clean, accurate, reliable, and compliant with laws like GDPR or HIPAA. Example: the DBA sets up automated data scrubbing scripts that flag any accounts where a phone number is missing digits or an email address lacks an @ symbol. Relational schema exam questions.